Welcome to part one of the BMW M635CSI build-up. This is a 1/24 scale kit and it's from a company called Academy. So it's a pretty small car, this one. I'm not actually going to be doing any lighting on this kit, to be honest. Even though being a 1/24 scale car, yes, you could do some lighting on this, but I'm just going to build it as box standard. Sort of straight out of the box sort of thing. Funnily enough, the only reason why I brought this kit is because the M635 CSI, it is the only BMW that I actually like. I know that's going to most probably cause a few hate mails now by me admitting that, but it is the only BMW that I've ever liked. I've never liked any other BMW before or since. It is just this one, which is weird. I don't know why. I guess it's because it's got a classic, it's got that kind of classic American muscle car look to it, I guess, which is why I like it. It appeals to me from that particular sense. I guess it's kind of like the German version of an American muscle car. But yeah, I mean, it was a car that I absolutely love. So when I found this particular kit, I thought, oh, you know, I've got to have that. There's nothing special on the box really. You just got the same thing really on each side, including a little warning that says it doesn't include cement. It doesn't include the cement or paint. So yeah, there's nothing going on that box there, and there's nothing going on the underside of the box either. So without further ado, let's get in. There's quite a bit of room inside this box. So we've got the instruction manual there. Now the front part is all in Japanese. But it's kind of a bit of a fold out, this one, and strangely enough with this one, for some reason, I don't know why, but you start with the interior and then you go on to, you know, most builds they start with the engine. On this one, no, they're asking you to start with the interior, which is a bit weird, you know, and then it basically goes along, you move on to the engine, then you're sorting out the engine bay, etc. And then you're kind of gluing all the bits and pieces together, and then on the other side, all the bits and pieces that you need to do to the outside of the vehicle, and then again the last few sort of little stages, and then you also get a part location diagram as well, so you know what parts are on what sprue tree. So that's pretty cool. So pretty box standard set of instructions there, really. That's the level of decals that you get with the kit, which is fine. I mean, there's enough decals on there for what I need, I guess, really. I don't think I'll be using any of these decals at all. I'll be just sort of doing the painting myself. You kind of get a silver metallic sprue, and that does actually contain the bumper, the lights, the front lights, the rear bumper, and also the wheels, and I believe they're meant to be the wing mirrors. So not a problem there. We can actually sort that out. But they don't look too bad actually, and there is no flash on those parts at all. No flash at all on those parts. So I'm kind of liking those. Then in this box, we've got the not the box, sorry, on this sprue. We've got the bonnet or the hood. I think they're meant to be the number plates, and that's the front valance on the bumper, and then I have no idea what that part is there myself. But again, no flash on those, which is really, really good. Clear plastic itself, glass wise, as you can see there, the whole thing, you've got all the windows wrapped up in one there, so that's going to be easy to install. And then you've got the rear lights in there and the front lights, and I think we've also got some fog lights that go on the front as well, and various other bits and pieces, so that's kind of cool. And then we've got some black sprues, which basically is the chassis there. As you can see, they've actually built the axle into it for some reason, so there should be a metal rod somewhere in the box for that. You've got the brakes, disc brakes, look fairly good on there. You know, you've actually got the calipers that you can see on those, which is good. You've got the exhaust system down there as well, parts of the suspension, a rear spoiler. Part of the dashboard is there as well. And again, I really can't see any flashing on those parts at all either, which is good news. And then if we move to the second black sprue, you've got the engine bits and pieces in there, and then you've also got the second part of the dashboard, which is there. And then I think a few bits of rubber piping. You've also got the steering column, the steering wheel. There's the fan for the radiator. You've got the front seats in there as well, and the detail looks pretty good on those as well, actually. There are some injection pin markings in the floor, so we're going to have to look at seeing if we can get those off. I haven't actually seen any door cards for this, actually, for the interior of the doors. I don't think. No, there isn't any, which is a bit weird. I would have thought they would have supplied interior door cards for this as well, but I can't see any anywhere at all. That's a bit weird. No, there's none in the box either. Weird. Unless I've missed them somewhere, but I don't think I have. Weird. Okay, never mind. We're going to look at that in a while. We've got the tyres in this one. Really diddy tyres. So yeah, there's the little metal rod for the axle. And then you've also got some plastic bushes there as well. There's 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know why there's 8 in there when there's only 4 tyres, 4 wheels. That's a bit weird. The wheels are really good, actually. You've got a really good tread pattern on these, which is good. There are no markings on the tyres, which is a bit of a shame, but never mind. But again, you know, we can sand these down a little bit. I mean, there are no mould lines on them either, which is a good thing. But we can just sand those down a bit, just to get them looking a little bit more realistic. And this is the itty bitty little body. That is a little bit of an itty bitty body. But the level of detail on this is really good, actually, to be quite honest. There's a lot of detail on this for a 1/24 scale car. I think one of the things that I might need to do is just scribe out the panel lines a little bit more as well, because although they're there and you can see that they're there, once you've painted this, you're not actually going to be able to really see the panel lines. You're not going to really see them. So I think I might just need to just scribe the body lines on the panel lines on those, just to make them a little bit better. There is a little bit of flash on there from the molds up there, but that's about it. I think there's there's a little bit just down the bottom side of it there as well. But I tell you what, actually, this is a good little kit. There's not a lot. There's not a lot wrong with this. There's no flash, just a couple of bits and pieces that you've got on the model, and I'm not sure whether you're going to see that through there, but the grille, you can actually see through it. Yeah, you can see my finger running through that. So the actual grille is open, which is kind of cool. I've never actually seen that on another car where they've done that, so they've obviously taken a bit of time and effort into doing that. It's got the little M badge logo sitting on the grille there as well, ready and waiting, so that's good. I'm colour wise for this, I'm going to do this in red because for these cars the red is my favourite colour. And all of the trim on this I'm going to do in black, so there's not really going to be a lot of chrome on this vehicle, and what chrome there is going to be on there I'll just be able to brush on. I use one of those liquid chrome pens, and I'll be able to sort that out with one of those. But most of the mouldings on this car, like all these mouldings down the side here, you've also got these mouldings here, and then all of the mouldings that go around the window, they'll all be done in black. The door handles again be done in black, and I'll be doing the same thing with the bumpers as well. The bumper parts, there'll be the body colour, but some of the parts on those will also be black as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to building this car. As I say, it's the only BMW that I like. Just a bit sort of mystified, really, about the interior door cards. I can't believe that there aren't any interior door cards for this, because surely there would have been door handles, etc. Unless it's all stuff that you have to build up on there. I don't know. I just have to really look at the instruction manual for that, really, to find out. It could just be a case of you need to build the door cards up to be able to do it that way. Who knows? But yeah, that's this car. I'm looking forward to building this one, actually, because, as I say, it's the only BMW that I like, and so it's going to be a bit of a treat for me to build this one. And it'd just be a treat as well to build something without actually putting mics into it as well, so I don't have to think too hard, because unfortunately my poor brain cell does get a bit burnt out if I have to think too much. But that's about it for this. I will see you in part 2, where hopefully we would have made some progress to this particular kit. So until then, thanks for watching, and please do take care.